Is this it?
Boom.
Boom.
Welcome to the little project that we started about February this year. This is a walnut tree. Yeah.
Beautiful.
This is one of the first stuff that I planted. All these trees. It's like I got a pack of about 200 trees for £110. Pretty mad. And it was just like a mix of like native trees. Here it's mainly blackthorn and hawthorn, so it's good for hedging. And yeah, then a local mate, he was like, oh yeah, it's good, hedges are really good, and like here you're linking up the two like forests, the habitats. Yeah, and it was called pollinator pack, so it's really good for pollinators and then like hedgehogs and whatever. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a nice hedge out of this. And we've got some Italian alder in there as well, which is a nitrogen fixer, which is always important for the soil. And we've just been mulching all this with loads of wood chip and some cardboard to stop the grass competing with the little trees. When we planted all these in like February, none of them were coming up the top of these, and now they're all coming out the top of the protection. This is just some kind of protection for like voles and different stuff like that, which like to scrape against the bark.
Why do you plant nitrogen fixing trees?
Well, because the nitrogen in the air, there's like 70% nitrogen in the air, but the trees can't access that. So some of these other trees, they have a bacteria which live in the roots, which converts the nitrogen in the air into nitrogen in the soil and in ammonia. And so some species of trees can do that, and that helps fix nitrogen into the soil so that the other trees can use it.
Every tree's got to do their little bit.
Pawpaw with a little windbreak that we put in last week. A little sign. Get your sign in, boy.
Yeah.
Italian alder here as well. Now pawpaw, a lot of people, they're always like, what papaya? That's not going to grow here. It's not blood clot papaya. Look it up. It's called banana of the north. And I hope that we'll be able to taste it, because I've never tasted it, so. Here, basically, we got a problem with the ashes these days in England. Ash dieback disease, so this is, I think, made for a windbreak, but it can be basically, it's going to be basically on a hedge as well. Yeah, so these big trees, a lot of them are probably going to die. So we just put in some others, another one called mountain ash rowan, which you'll see through London with like loads of little red and berries on it, so you can make rowan jelly out of it. I think it can also be used for tree hay. We've got some crab apple, some hazel, and some rose in the mix. Some other species just popped in there as well. We've got some hazel. This is hazel. So you see this wood, it goes up pretty straight, and it's quite malleable for making baskets out of, I think. I've got a rose. One job we did here is we got some like side product of like a mine in Scotland, which is like volcanic ash that has all the really good nutrients in it. So we just put a little sprinkling around all these trees. Hopefully do good. Because even if there's like loads of nitrogen and everything else, if like the amount of like boron or sulfur that they need, that the trees need, that little bit, if it isn't there, they can't access all the other nutrients, so you got to make sure there's all the little bits. Yeah, this is wood chip mulch. People are like, why did you do this? One, it will turn into soil after time, really nice soil. But here we've just got the cardboard, which will rot down, but for now, no grass is going to come up there. And the number one like thing that stops young trees from growing is if there's grass all around there. When it rains, the grass is just going to suck up all the water and it's not going to get to the tree.
Because the roots are so shallow, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's like after a few years, the roots go down. Look at that. This is a really cool one. I don't know if I can show on this video. Can we get that? See that? See that? That? Can you see it?
Yeah.
That's that. That liquid that comes out of the bud smells like perfume.
Does it?
You smell it before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was the liquid.
Yeah, so that's the natural perfume for the day, boy.
What a beautiful morning. Absolutely.
So when you learn like permaculture, the thing of the design, I'm not very good at the design, but one thing is like herbs need to be close to your house, because we've got some herbs down there in the other veg garden, but when we're cooking, if it's like we got sage down there and we never use it because no one's going to walk all the way down there to get it when they're cooking, whereas if you can just step out here and get some, then it's easier. So we've got some, what's that one? Oregano. Oregano, marjoram, thyme, mint, lavender, bergamot. Yeah.
What's your favourite herb, Casper?
Tarragon.
Tarragon.
Rosemary, tarragon. Tarragon is always good with it, isn't it? Here we got, so these old apple trees, we've given them a good prune, but I mean it's doing alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's not loads, and like, there's all this space. So we had just like another tree that we bought, like a permaculture thing, and it was like it's like a climbing tree. We were running out of space for on the house for stuff to climb up, so we just put it to go up this apple tree. And it said it was shade tolerant, so it should be alright. So we'll see. Yeah, Tarragon.
There it is.
Buff. Yeah, some other book was saying that mint is really good ground cover just to put around the trees, because it's also got flowers, which you see loads of pollinators on at times. That's a chocolate mint there. Get the sign in. Making these signs so for people to see what's going on.
Nottingham Medlar.
Here we've got a comfrey, but look what's happened, mate.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Someone's had
the
a
thing
look.
about this straw is good. It holds in the moisture and everything, but you'll get loads of slugs. Look, there's one.
Hey,
The slugs love
there's the
living under
culprit.
it, so they've just fucked our comfrey. But we'll see, it might survive. Comfrey is just great for the garden, and it has roots that go deep down, and they take up all the nutrients. Not all of them, but a lot of good ones, and micronutrients, boron and stuff like that. They bring it up so it's higher in the soil for other trees to be able to access it, because some other trees don't have the long roots to get it. And also their leaves, you can use you can use them for to make like a natural fertilizer. You leave them in water for a few weeks and then water the trees with that, or you just chop all the leaves, lay them on the soil around the trees, and it puts good nutrients back into it. Yes, we've done that. Sea buckthorn there with the borage around it, with edible flower, and the bees love it, the borage. Sea buckthorn, Eleagnus, another Eleagnus, they're all nitrogen fixers. So it's a type of like nitrogen fixing hedgerow here, but we're gonna fill it in a bit thicker to stop, because these trees get battered by the wind. We've got another comfrey popping up here. Yep. And you can see we've got, we're here, we've got dead comfrey leaves, and we've got fucking slugs. We've got dead comfrey leaves from the veg patch to just give some nutrients for this tree. This is an Asian pear. With a bit of a problem with aphids, but not right now actually. But you can see the ants coming up the tree, so they are farming aphids somewhere on this tree. But it's not that bad. Can't see any. Can you see any?
No.
No. Alright. Buddleia. Black mulberry.
The best berry.
Yeah, so pain. We have another comfrey, that's grown a bit. Borage, mint. So for now we're just concentrating all the fertility around here. That's where the roots are at the moment. But soon those roots are going to get big, and then we're going to have to stop the wildflowers and add mulch around all of it and just increase the fertility of this whole patch. That's food for us. You want to just start with loads of nitrogen fixers, get the soil quality a lot better. Then the nitrogen fixers, you can just chop them down, turn it into wood chip, put it on it, and plant some perennial veg and stuff in here. But at the moment the soil here is pretty shit. But yeah, these are the type of daisies which are like all the way through here in springtime, I think, so it's quite nice. Here we got honeyberry, which doesn't taste like honey, apparently. I've never tasted it though. We've got some lavenders. Small but quite nice. Conference pear. More typical pear. Whoa. This guy's growing like all of that, like recently.
What's this one?
Growing really good. This is another nitrogen fixer called Japanese silverberry. We've got 3 of these on the land. And they have a berry which is like really high in fatty acids and quite strong apparently. I've never tasted it though. Got a cool insect there. Nitrogen fixing and edible, so when you're trying to do a kind of food forest, it's a really cool one to have. we've got some more Eleagna species, nitrogen fixers. I first teared this little patch of land and sprayed some wildflower seeds to see what happens. So we got some nice stuff coming through.
Oh, wow.
And those pink ones, but not much came through. Then we got this, we planted this guy, Chilean wineberry, wind protection. And then we got Nepalese raspberry, which is a really cool idea because it's a ground cover, so it stops you getting loads of bindweed because it just covers the ground, or just other weeds, you know. And it's edible, but I've been places and the berry's not really much at all, but an edible ground cover is quite cool. Then we got hey, we got some new ones coming through.
Hey.
Viking berry, which is like really high in vitamins and high in pectin for making jam, and it grows pretty well. We've had like a few handfuls. Quite tasty. Then we got another ground cover edible wild strawberries. They made a few this year in another patch, really tasty, but I don't think they produce much. But if they just cover, you might get a few. Hey, what a good sign! What who made that sign?
Around De Leon.
Sick. Sweet chestnut.
Sweet.
Sweet chestnut. I had some other information about sweet chestnut. Chestnut wood, really good for construction, really strong for fence making and stuff. Next, Italiano, the nitrogen fixer next to it always. And chestnuts, quite tasty.
Yeah.
I think more tasty for the
Roasted
pigs
chestnuts.
as well, so
Yeah.
get a forest of chestnuts and get bacon. Almond. So when I was in Wales, did a work away in Wales with this guy who just knew so much about trees, and he was just planting loads. And then on the last day when I left, I just saw that the almond had a flower, and it was just so nice. So then I bought an almond tree, and it has nice flowers and it's a nice tree. I don't know if we're gonna get any almonds off it, but the person that sold it to me said that it can do all right, and you know, climate is changing, so yeah, we'll see. It's a cool tree. Oh, all right, pause that there.
Oh, here we go.
Check mana bee. I be the bee. Come to get pollen off the tree. Purple and pink, what I see. Cranberry. Oh, this man, jeez. Yeah, come look. Man, I was looking. Oi!
Oh my god.
Yes, it's still
Strawberries.
growing. A little wild strawberry coming out, and this whole thing is gonna just spread. Look, another one, white one. Get it. Yep. So this is gonna spread. This look, flower coming. Little flower coming. That's gonna.
Yes.
Angelica. You see that in your tea bag as well. Angelica, Ami Visnaga, some other herbal thing. Bear comfrey. Chamomile flowers about to go. So we've done that from seed here. When the flowers come, we dry them, turn it into a tea.
Beautiful.
Help man asleep.
Peas. Beautiful peas.
Peas. Edible. Yeah.
There it is. You saw it here.
don't play. Polynomium. Cardoon. Really nice flower. This bit's edible.
that
This
pollen's
bit's
gone.
edible. This stem. Yeah, I know,
That,
right?
that guy the other day.
Fucking man.
That guy, that little bumblebee.
Allium Wallachii or something like that. This bit's edible, apparently. Pomegranate. Gorse. Flowers for about 8-9 months of the year. Or 6 months of the year, mate, I don't know. Gorse, good wildlife plant. Nitrogen fixing as well. Sage,
Of course.
buddleia, yarrow, comfrey, another
Raspberry.
alpine raspberry. Comfrey, mint. Potatoes.
Oh yeah.
Ate them the last 2 nights, didn't
And
we?
weren't they delicious?
Weren't they good? Yeah, so we still got some more plants and we planted some more. Shall we show them?
Yeah. Oh, man's got potatoes.
Right, let's go. Potatoes.
Oh, look at that.
Come on, we're not playing around here.
No.
Come on. Asparagus. So asparagus can last for about 25 years to plant, but the first 2 years it will come up and you can't chop it now. Like, you'll get an asparagus coming, but you got to just leave it and let it grow out. Then you chop it again, then you do it again, so the root system gets stronger.
So is this the bit that's the asparagus?
No,
This-
come. Here you see
Oh,
an asparagus
there we go.
coming, but if I chop that, then next year I wouldn't get a very good asparagus.
So is that the flower?
So this will turn into one of these.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you
So
have
this, if you leave that for longer, it'll grow into all these. Then you chop it.
Yeah.
Then do it again,
Then
and
you
then
get more.
and then in 3 years, when we get an asparagus, it'll be much thicker.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Got a little onion in the mix. Perennial onion.
What's
Alpha
this?
King of
What?
special. Yeah, some structure for to get some decks up.
One
there,
of a
you know, for
kind.
the garden brave.
Yeah.
Japanese silverberry again.
More comfrey.
Come check another bee on the catnip. Yeah. Check the bergamot flowers.
Ooh.
They're nice. Good herb. Basil mint.
Wait, mint or basil? Basil mint.
Mint. Comfrey, big up.
Big up. Oh, that's a big one.
Kaki. More gorse.
Diasporas kaki.
Some other cool things. Some mint. New Zealand flax for planting, for making baskets out of, like soft basket, harvest basket. Japanese wineberry. Goji berry. Have we got a little goji to show? Not really. We had a couple, but the birds got them. Celeriac. I pulled. It's not ready yet. I pulled one out and it wasn't ready yet. Borage. For the bees. Salad Burnett. I don't know. So tasty. Perennial. Chinese celery. Chinese artichoke. Lots of comfrey coming through because we planted comfrey in here. Then we pulled it all out, but the roots are still in, so I'll probably have to move those soon. Chives, skillet. Another big sorrel. Red vein sorrel. Chives, another sorrel. Tastes kind of like apple skin. Onions, perennial onions more. Beetroot, some seeds. Get that flower in. All of these will, watch out, artichokes. All of these have just come up randomly, I think. I did spray some seeds. I don't know if I sprayed these seeds, but these are quite a good wildlife flower.
What, for the bees?
Yeah.
Birds?
Yeah, for the bees.
For the bees. Gotta take care of those bees.
Szechuan pepper.
You saw it here.
What? Who made that sound?
Hey.
So here, we did this recently, so people can enjoy walking around. So under this wood chip, we got a mat to stop all the weeds coming through. So so you can just walk around it without annoyance. We've got some wild cabbage, perennial wild cabbage. But the birds just fuck it up. Got some more potatoes here.
Is that cauliflower? It looks like cauliflower. No, it's not.
Yeah, it might be. I did plant some cauliflowers, I think. Planted loads of stuff before I went to Sicily, and then most of them got really attacked by the birds. Winter savoury, cucumber, raspberry. Look, we've got a lot of raspberries coming for their second hit. Yeah, little flower there. That flower up there. Little baby cucumbers here.
Cuties.
Lots of courgettes. Get the baby aubergine. Aubergine. Nasturtium flowers. And basically these little bits we put in a salt water vinegar ting, like capers. Pretty tasty, aren't they?
Delicious.
Mushrooms.
Crunchy.
Mushrooms.
Mushroom.
Compost. These are mushroom logs. So just logs, drilled a hole in it, hammered some mushrooms spawn into it. Shiitake and oyster mushrooms. So I mean, hopefully we'll get mushrooms going out of that. That'd be cool. Old pear tree, but we put a mint and some comfrey around it. Comfrey, thyme, curry plant, lavender, blueberry, comfrey, josterberry, saltbush, edible saltbush, salty, not very tasty though, but it can grow big. Mint, blackberry, but a spikeless blackberry, so quite cool. Mint, lavender, blueberry. We had some blueberries from there this year. Comfrey, white lavender.
I've never seen white lavender.
Now you have.
Yeah.
Lovage. That grows really big.
Good herb.
Japanese wineberry. Rosemary. Polynomium. Some kind of flowers.